Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday live meditation. I am so happy to have this opportunity to join you and to maybe relieve a little bit of stress tonight, maybe be able to let go some of the tension that we might have experienced yesterday or throughout the last couple months with the virus and really just kind of free our body of all that tension, all the effects of that tension, as well as all of the ideas that stick in our mind when we're tense. So I do want to dig into the meditation. I want to give a couple more people a chance to log on. But one of the things I want to let people know is if you haven't noticed, there are videos both on our website and on this YouTube channel that give you tips for strengthening your immune system against the virus. So I just recommend maybe giving those a watch. Maybe you know someone or that maybe you yourself could benefit from a healthier immune system just through any virus, but particularly now, just making I'm really taking this opportunity of being in my own space to work on those things I couldn't work on if I was out in the world more. I'm finding this as an opportunity to dig into the things that will help me be better and better at what I do. And so I think this is a benefit for us if we are unable to go to work or we do find ourselves needing to stay home, plans canceled, all of that, respecting the distance that we need right now to prevent the spread of this virus. Just take advantage of that opportunity for some self-reflection, for some those chances to do what we haven't had time to do, to make a benefit of this so that when our doors open again and we're able to go out and connect, all those things are complete and we feel deeper in our connection. So that is available. I'm working diligently to get as many classes online as I can, and to also be live online for the groups that I normally do in person. So this Sunday's group, we will be doing that live. There are going to be some major shifts to that group as we move into April, but I will keep you updated on that. For now, I just wanted to let you know that those videos were there. If you feel you can strengthen your immune system, share them. There's a share option there that you can send them to people or just send them to our website. And they can have a chance to view those to strengthen their immune system. Also, if you remember to subscribe while you're here on YouTube right now, if you hit the subscribe button, it's free. You don't get a bunch of stuff from YouTube. All it does is send you notifications. If you hit the bell notification icon, you don't need to get notifications. If you just subscribe, that just makes our videos easier for you to find when you do go on YouTube. But if you hit the bell notification, it just notifies you when I'm live or when I've uploaded something. It is an opportunity to get that notification easily, but even just subscribing will help it easier to find if you don't want the notifications. Just don't hit the bell icon. So I think I've given people enough time to be able to join us, and I feel like I do want to just move into the meditation. I did promise I wouldn't be doing a lot of announcements beforehand anymore. So I'm going to head into the meditation, and this meditation doesn't have a lot of information I need to share with you before I begin it, because it's all about just releasing, just letting go. So it's about coming into this moment, letting everything wash away, and then moving into a new space. So it's a great place to start a new mythology if you need a mythology prompt. It's also a place just to get a wonderful vision to use for maybe your nighttime meditations. If you're doing the practices before bed, like I recommend, it's a good thing to just lay in bed and reflect on. the place where this meditation will end. We will end in a very specific place, and it'll give you something to do, positive sensory stimuli as you're going to sleep. So it will help your overall health as well. So I think that's all I'm going to say about it. It's a pretty simple meditation, pretty clear and straightforward. You might want to have writing instruments nearby at the end of the meditation. This meditation will all be about just being in the meditation. And then at the very end, I will give you a prompt, a writing prompt, and then I'll let you just go into that writing prompt for the night. And again, it's something that you can use as at night for the next week to help you with that evening meditation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move over to that meditation screen. And then I'm just going to invite you to take a deep breath, to come into this moment, into the quiet, place of your mind. If you've had a busy or stressful day, just decide you're going to leave that at the door for a moment. Just come into the space where you are, the room where you sit or lie or stand right now, and leave everything else. In a place where you can return to it later. So as you relax into this moment, I invite you to just scan your body and notice if there are any places where you're feeling tension. And just allow those muscles to lengthen. Allow the muscle to fall away from the bone. Let everything become smooth in this moment. And now I want you to imagine that you are on a trail in nature. The trail can be anywhere. But allow yourself to be on that trail. And imagine that you are walking. You don't need to see the trail. You might feel it. You might feel hard-packed earth, or maybe sand, or maybe soft, cushiony grass. You might hear the scuffling of rocks against each other, or a breeze moving through grass. You might hear the sound of your own breath. You might feel the temperature of the air. Or the smell of earth, or even a recent rain. As you're moving along the trail, allow yourself to notice that you've come to a river. And this river can be any size. It can be wide and shallow, or it might be deep and strong. It's more than a rivulet. It's more than a creek. It's a river. So I want you to just allow yourself to watch the water for a moment. Looking up and downstream. And again, you might not see it visually. You might observe it through the sound of the river. You might feel a temperature difference in the air from the water. What I'd like you to do is step forward and just allow yourself to dip a toe or a hand into the water. Notice the temperature. Is it cool? Is it something you'd call more lukewarm? The river might even be warm. It might be fed by a warm spring or an underground hot spring. Observe the temperature. Don't decide you want it to be a certain temperature. Let the water run against your flesh. Notice how it feels. Now, as you feel ready, I want you to prepare to step into the river. If you're wearing shoes or socks, you might want to remove them. You don't need to. If you want to leave them on, you can. But I want you to put first one foot and then another into the river. Feel that water rushing over your skin. If it's cool, it might bring goosebumps to your flesh. Just be aware of how it feels. Also be aware of how you feel in the water. Does this water feel comforting? Does it nurture you? What is your experience of being in this water? Now I want you to start moving toward the middle of the river. For some of you, the water may not be any deeper in the middle than it is at the edge of the river. For others, you might find yourself needing to completely submerge yourself in the water. You might be completely submerged. Allow yourself to go right to the very center of the river. And then allow yourself to sit on the floor of the river. If you are underwater, you can breathe here. This is a safe space. Allow yourself to eventually lie down on the river floor. And as you lie down, I want you to bring your attention to the water rushing over your body. And if there are any of you who feel more like sitting rather than lying down, but as you sit, you're still completely submerged, that's fine. But bring your attention to the water. It might be pushing against you if there's a strong current. But feel it rushing around your body, penetrating your skin, saturating it. And as it does, feel it loosen up any tension, any stress you felt any fear, and allow the water to grab hold of that fear and tension and take it downstream. Allow the water to grab any stress you might be feeling, any worry you've had. And whether you choose to watch it or to feel it, just let it be carried away down the river. Imagine it dissolving in the current as the water rushes around rocks, cleansing it the way rivers do. Feel it saturating every cell, into the bone, into every crevice in the brain. Just allowing it to just cleanse everything away, any stress or tension or fear you might have been feeling over the last days or weeks, even years. Just let it all go. Relax and let the river take it. Washing away the pain, the distress, the anxiety. Feeling yourself cleansed of any discomfort, of any pain, of any fear. Knowing it's okay to let this go. It's okay to not be stressed with everything that's going on in the world. It's okay to feel okay. There will be people out there who aren't, but it's okay if you feel good, if you feel peaceful, if you feel free of worry. Knowing that as you let go of that worry, there's more room in your being for love and compassion and peace. Be willing to let it go. All of it. Be willing to feel strength and inspiration returning to your body. Feeling transformed by the experience of the river. Now, from where you are in the river, if you're in a place where you feel like there's more to release, you can do this meditation repeatedly this week, or you could pause the video here. But as you feel ready, allow yourself to rise again. And this time, as you rise, don't return to where you were. Continue across the river. Continue to the other side of where you began. Whether you're directly across from where you were, if you've been carried downstream. Allow yourself to emerge on the other side of the river. And as you emerge, I'm going to invite you into some writing. So first of all, as you emerge, notice where you are. Notice how the world appears on this side of the river. If you feel inspired to look across the river to the side that you just left, you can, but you don't need to. Just record everything you notice on this side of the river, and remember to connect with all 5 of your senses. How does it feel as the air touches your skin? As the water drips onto the earth beneath you? How does the space around you feel? Is there a quality to it? A sense of something here? Does it stir something in you? How do you feel being on this side of the river? Connect with all of your internal and external experience. So again, I'm going to give you an opportunity to write all this and to move through all 5 of your senses. Sight, if you see anything on this side of the river, you can record it. Sound, are there sounds around you? Taste and smell. Is there a scent or a flavor, something you experience? On your tongue or touching your nostrils? How do your feet feel against the earth? Again, the temperature and the texture of the air. What time of day is it? What season? And then as you've done a deep description of this external experience, how do you feel internally? Again, how does it feel to be here? Is there anything you sense? Is there a direction you want to go? Do you want to explore? So that's our 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I want to leave you to your writing and to this exploration this week. Again, this is something you can lay in bed before you go to sleep and imagine just being on the other side of that river, or return to being in the river if you need to wash anything away. But as you experience this other side of the river, explore it. Articulate it. You don't need to write it down if you don't want, if you're laying in bed going to sleep, but at least speak it in your mind so it's articulated. Try to describe what you're experiencing. Be as detailed as possible, and make sure you don't skip anything. The harder something is to describe, the better it is for your brain. So I'm going to leave you to your writing, and I hope everyone feels a little more relief and that you remember to use this over the coming weeks with anything that happens, to keep yourself calm and nurtured and inspired. Once again, however you decide to move forward,